Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're plunging into something that, well, it affects absolutely everyone, every single day, time.
It really does.
And our mission for this deep dive really is to unpack why time is truly our most valuable asset. We want to uncover those sneaky ways we often waste it without even noticing.
Yeah, the hidden traps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And spot the subtle red flags of time loss. And most importantly, equip you with, practical strategies and some inspiring examples to really take control of your time and your life, especially when it comes to hitting those learning goals.
It's so critical for learning.
It's like you could lose money and earn it back.
Yeah.
But once time is lost, it's just gone forever.
Poof. Vanish.
That's why that idea, that core truth that time is life, it just resonates so deeply, doesn't it?
It's striking, really, how universal it is.
Where?
Every single person, doesn't matter who you are, where you are, you get the exact same finite amount each day.
24 hours.
24 hours, yeah. No more, no less. And the second a day is gone, it's truly gone forever. You can't buy more, you can't rewind it.
Nope.
You certainly can't get it back.
That concept, time is life, it's profound. But it's also really challenging to actually live by,
Yeah.
in our busy world. How do you think someone truly internalizes that, like gets it beyond just nodding along?
Yeah, good question. I think it often comes down to recognizing the cumulative cost, even if small wastes.
Small wastes, like what?
Well, think about it. If you waste just 30 minutes a day, which sounds like nothing, right? That adds up to over 15 hours in a single month.
15 hours, wow.
Yeah, and imagine what you could actually do with that time. You could easily finish a book, or maybe learn, say, 100 new English words.
Or start speaking English with some confidence, maybe.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
real, tangible progress, things you actually want.
15 hours a month, that's a big chunk of time. And most of us feel we just don't have that. So for someone who feels totally swamped, like perpetually underwater, even finding that extra 30 minutes a day can seem, well, impossible. What's the smallest first step, the least intimidating way in?
That's precisely why so many successful people, you look at how they operate, they treat time not just like money, but often as something even more valuable.
More valuable than money.
Yeah, because money comes and goes, right? You
Yeah.
can make more. But time, it only ever goes. It only flows one way. So the message really is this. Every minute is a chance to grow. Every hour is a step closer to your dream. Don't wait for tomorrow.
That elusive tomorrow.
Exactly. Start today, like right now, that immediate action, that's the key.
I couldn't agree more. Okay, so now that we've really established the irreplaceable value of time, let's switch gears. Let's look at the common ways we often waste it without even realizing. These are the subtle thieves of our precious minutes.
Indeed. And it's important to say up front, if you recognize yourself doing some of these things, you're absolutely not alone.
Oh, definitely not.
We all fall into these traps sometimes. Everyone does. But recognizing it, that's truly the first step to change. So let's start with digital distractions.
The big one.
The huge one, excessive phone use. Hours, literally hours, can just disappear scrolling through social media. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts.
The endless scroll.
It's like a masterclass in behavioral psychology, isn't it? Using things like variable reward schedules, that little ding, or just not knowing what the next scroll will bring, it keeps us hooked.
Yeah.
And that's how just 5 minutes suddenly evaporates into an hour and you barely even notice.
Well, I can definitely relate to that time warp feeling.
Yeah.
It's almost insidious, isn't it?
It really is.
But how can listeners actively shift? Go from that passive scrolling to actually using their devices for productive learning without it feeling like just another chore?
Well, it really comes down to being intentional, having a purpose. So instead of just endless scrolling, you could consciously decide, okay, I'm going to use my phone now for learning. Watch an English podcast maybe, or an educational video.
Right.
See, it's not the phone itself that's the problem, it's how you use it. And similarly, another really common time waster is passive entertainment consumption.
Just zoning out in front of the TV.
Exactly.
Great.
Watching too many random videos or TV shows, especially if they're in your native language and your goal is, say, learning English.
Makes sense.
Like, if your goal is to learn English, why not watch something in English? Even just 15 minutes a day of an English show. It helps your ears get used to the sounds, the rhythm. That's not a waste. That's practice.
That's a really smart switch. Okay, and then there's the procrastination pitfall. This is that classic, oh, I'll do it later phrase, which, let's be honest, often turns into never.
It does.
I think so many of us are guilty of waiting for this, like, mythical perfect time to start something.
Oh, absolutely. And often the biggest barrier isn't even the task itself. It's what they call the activation energy. That initial push to just get started.
Right, getting over the hump.
Yeah. We think we need this massive wave of motivation, but sometimes the trick is just to make the very first step so tiny, so ridiculously small that you literally can't say no to it.
Like what?
Like, just open the English textbook. That's it. Don't even read it yet. Just open it, because the perfect time, it's now. Waiting just wastes days, maybe even years.
I completely agree. And linked to that, how much time do we lose to what I sometimes call analysis paralysis? Just overthinking and inaction.
Oh, you've hit on something fundamental there. Huge amounts of time. People spend way too much time thinking, planning, worrying, without actually doing anything.
Yeah.
For instance, you might think, oh, what if I make a mistake when I speak English? And that fear leads to, well, saying nothing at all. Exactly. But mistakes are perfectly okay. In fact, they're necessary. We learn by doing, by trying, not by waiting to be perfect. So the solution is pretty simple, actually. Stop overthinking and just start doing, even if it's not perfect.
Yeah.
Especially if it's not perfect.
Just start.
Yeah.
Okay? And finally, a big one is misaligned activities.
Yeah.
Just doing stuff that doesn't really contribute to your goals.
Right. Busy work sometimes.
But hang on, sometimes things that seem like misaligned activities, maybe creative downtime or just properly relaxing, aren't those actually crucial for avoiding burnout? How do we tell the difference between genuine time wasting and, necessary mental breaks?
That's a really great distinction to make. And the key, I think, is how the activity leaves you feeling.
Okay.
If it's a genuine break, it should recharge you, right? Make you feel refreshed and ready to tackle your goals again. But if it's just mind-numbing scrolling or channel surfing and it leaves you feeling kind of empty or even more tired,
Then it's likely time wasted.
Exactly. It didn't actually restore you. So just to quickly summarize these common habits again, it's too much scrolling, watching too much random TV or videos, procrastinating, overthinking without acting, and doing things that don't really help your goals.
Got it.
But the good news is, once you start recognizing these patterns in yourself, that's when you can begin to make changes. Awareness is key.
Okay, so we've laid the groundwork. We know why time is so valuable and how easily it could just slip away. Now let's become detectives. Let's learn to spot the clues, the red flags when it's happening to us.
Right, but your own time detective.
Yeah. And one really clear indicator that you might be wasting time is that familiar, where did my day go? Feeling. When you say things like, wow, I was so busy today, but I feel like I didn't actually do anything important.
That's a critical sign. It points directly to activity without productivity. You might have done a lot of small, maybe urgent, but unimportant things, but nothing that really moved your main goals forward.
Like spinning your wheels.
Exactly. Another significant sign involves emotional drains, feeling tired and unmotivated, even when you haven't really done much physically demanding stuff. Wasting time can paradoxically leave you feeling bored, lazy, or even guilty, like that nagging feeling, I really should have studied today, but I didn't.
Oh, the guilt is absolutely real. I remember times I thought I was relaxing by scrolling, but afterwards I just felt more drained.
Yes.
It's like empty calories for your brain, isn't it?
Huge.
Which leads to that post-activity emptiness you mentioned.
Precisely. If you spend hours on your phone or watching TV, and afterwards you just feel, empty, or you don't feel happy or proud of how you spent that time, that's a really strong indicator that it's not contributing to your growth. It wasn't truly fulfilling.
Okay, that makes sense.
So just to quickly recap these key signs, the day passed too fast, maybe you felt busy but unproductive, you feel tired, lazy, or guilty, you realize you wasted hours on things that weren't helpful, and you're just not proud of how your time was spent. Noticing these signs, just seeing them clearly, that's the crucial first step to making a change. Once you see them, you can consciously choose differently next time.
That's the empowering part, isn't it? Knowing these signs isn't about beating yourself up, it's about awareness. And that brings us right to the core of our deep dive.
Yep.
The practical stuff. Actual tips for mastering time and achieving your goals.
Precisely. Because once you understand how to use time well, how to manage it, your life can really transform, and so can your English or whatever you're learning. So yeah, let's dive into some actionable tips.
All right, tip number 1. Set clear goals.
Yeah.
Seems obvious, maybe. But without clear goals, your time just drifts. It often gets wasted on random activities, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You drift.
Yeah. You need to ask yourself, what do I truly want to achieve? Maybe it's specific, like learning 10 English words a day, or maybe speaking for 5 minutes in English every morning.
Concrete things.
Yeah. When you have a specific goal, You have a clear reason, a why, for using your time well. It's like your North Star guiding your choices.
That direction is everything. Totally agree. Okay, tip number 2. Make a simple daily plan. And I mean simple. You don't need some huge, complicated, color-coded schedule.
Right, no need to overcomplicate it.
Exactly. Just write down, say, 2 or 3 important things you want to do today. For example, listen to 1 English podcast episode, practice speaking for 10 minutes, read 1 short English story.
Little achievable things.
Yes, and there's this really unique satisfaction, this little dopamine hit you get from actually checking off completed tasks. It builds momentum.
Oh yeah, that feeling of checking something off is incredibly motivating. Makes you want to do the next thing. Okay, tip number 3. Do the most important task first.
Eat the frog.
Exactly. Eat the frog. So many people put off the important work, the hard stuff, until they're tired at the end of the day.
And then it's easy to skip it. Oh, I'm too tired.
Right. So the advice is tackle that most important, maybe most dreaded task early in the day when your energy and willpower are typically higher.
That's a fantastic strategy. It also raises the question of managing your environment, doesn't it? Which brings us to tip number 4. Limit distractions.
Essential in today's world.
Absolutely critical. And this involves practical steps like physically putting your phone away, maybe in another room when you need to focus or study, turning off those tempting social media notifications. You could also try a technique like the Pomodoro technique. Heard of that?
Yeah, study for 25 minutes, then a short break.
That's the one. Study or work with intense focus for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. It really helps you stay focused and actually get more done in less time because it works with your brain's natural focus cycles, not against them.
That's a total game changer for focus. I've seen it work wonders for people. Okay, and tip number 5 is one of my favorites. Use small free moments to grow.
The in-between times.
Exactly. This means leveraging those little pockets of time, maybe 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, while you're waiting for the bus, standing in line at the store, maybe stirring something on the stove while cooking. Use that time, listen to a bit of English, practice a few phrases in your head. And what's really surprising is how quickly these tiny moments add up. They can easily become hours of extra learning each week. It's like compounding time.
It really is. So just to quickly run through those 5 tips again. Set clear goals. Make a simple daily plan. Do the most important task first. Limit distractions. And use those small moments to grow.
Great summary.
And notice, these don't require you to magically find more time in your day. They're about making better, more intentional use of the time you already have.
It's all about intentionality, isn't it? Being conscious of your choices. And when you do that, you start feeling more confident. You see real progress. It's a positive cycle. Okay, let's build on that now with some simple daily habits that can save time and really boost productivity.
Yeah, these are small adjustments, things you can weave into your daily routine, but they make a really significant difference over time. Habit number 1, wake up just a little bit earlier.
Uh-oh. Not everyone likes hearing that one.
I know, but even just 15 or 30 minutes can make a huge difference. It gives you this calm, focused start to the day before everything gets crazy.
True.
You can use that quiet time to plan your day, maybe do some light stretching, or yes, get in some focused English study before the emails start flying or the kids wake up.
I find that quiet time in the morning is almost sacred. It really does set the tone for the whole day. Okay, habit number 2. Make a to-do list every morning.
Simple, but powerful.
Yeah. Write down, say, 3 to 5 important things you want to accomplish. It just helps you stay organized and avoid that wasted time later wondering, okay, what should I do now? I always feel more in control when I have that list.
That sense of direction is invaluable, isn't it? Okay, habit number 3. Prepare things the night before.
Oh, this is a good one. Future you will thank past you.
Exactly. Choosing your clothes for the next day, packing your bag or lunch, maybe planning your meals. Doing that the night before can save a surprising amount of time and, crucially, reduce that morning stress and decision fatigue.
Yeah, makes the morning much smoother.
Definitely. And finally, habit number 4. Try to avoid multitasking. Focus on one thing at a time.
But doesn't multitasking feel more productive sometimes? Like you're getting more done?
It feels like it, but the research is pretty clear. It might feel slower initially to focus on just one task, but you'll almost always finish it faster and do a better quality job. This ultimately saves you time because you avoid errors and the need to redo things.
Because your brain isn't actually multitasking, right? It's
Yeah.
just switching back and forth really fast.
Precisely. It's rapid task switching, and that switching has a cognitive cost. It's inefficient.
Okay, got it.
So the 4 simple daily habits again are: wake up a little earlier, make that daily to-do list, prepare the night before, and avoid multitasking. Focus on one thing at a time. Try integrating these, even just 1 or 2, into your routine. You'll likely see a big change. Remember, small, consistent changes every day lead to big results over time.
Such valuable, actionable advice. And, to really bring these ideas home, sometimes hearing real stories helps the most. So let's share some real-life inspiration stories of people who learned to stop wasting time and actually use it wisely.
Yeah, these stories show it's possible for anyone.
Our first story is about Ollie. He was a 20-year-old student, and he dreamed of speaking English fluently. But for months, he kept saying, I'll start tomorrow.
The classic line.
Right. And instead, he'd spend his time scrolling social media, playing video games. He probably thought he was relaxing, but really, he was just delaying his dream.
It's fascinating how his turning point came from something really simple. One day, he just watched a short video online, and the message was basically, your time is your life, don't waste it. And for whatever reason, that message just clicked for him. It really resonated.
Yeah.
From that day on, he started incredibly small, like just 10 minutes of English practice each day. That was it.
Just 10 minutes.
Just 10 minutes. But he did it consistently, and 1 year later, Ollie could speak English with confidence. His secret wasn't some magic trick. It was just that he stopped waiting and started using his time, step by tiny step.
Wow, what an amazing transformation.
Yeah.
And it started with just 10 minutes.
Okay, our next story is about Maria. She's a young mother, and she really wanted to learn English, but constantly felt, I'm just too busy.
A challenge so many people face, right? Especially parents.
Totally universal.
But Maria didn't magically find more time. She just got smarter about using the time she already had. She made one simple change. She started listening to English podcasts while she was doing other things, like cooking or cleaning.
Using those in-between moments we talked about.
Exactly. And in just 6 months, her listening skills improved significantly. Her message is so clear and practical. You don't need a lot of time, she says, just good use of time. That's incredibly helpful advice for anyone juggling a busy schedule. It really is. Okay, and then there's Daniel. His story might sound familiar too. He used to scroll on his phone for hours every day, always claiming, I just don't have time to learn.
A very common lament, isn't it? No time.
Yeah.
But Daniel made a smart move. He decided to consciously replace just 30 minutes of his daily phone scrolling time with 30 minutes of reading short English stories instead.
Swapping one habit for another.
Precisely. And look, it wasn't easy at first. Breaking an ingrained habit like scrolling takes effort. But he stuck with it, and eventually reading became his new routine. Now he says he feels proud of how he spends that time, and of course he learns something new every day.
That's fantastic.
These stories, Ollie, Maria, Daniel, they really demonstrate a universal lesson, I think. Anyone can change. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need huge chunks of free time. You just need to start. Start with one small, intentional step.
That's the really empowering takeaway, isn't it? If Ollie, Maria, and Daniel can do it, facing common challenges, then so can you, the listener. Okay, as we wrap up this deep dive, we really want to leave you with a strong, empowering message. Take control of your time. Because when you control your time, you really do control your life.
It truly begs the question, doesn't it? Are you genuinely treating time like the precious, non-renewable asset it is? It's like money, as you said earlier, but even more valuable because once you spend it, you absolutely cannot get it back.
No refunds on time.
None at all. So please, don't wait for the perfect time to start pursuing your goals, whether it's learning English or anything else. Start now, today, because every single minute you use well is a step forward. It's a step toward better English, a step toward achieving whatever goals you've set for yourself.
And it doesn't matter if you feel overwhelmed sometimes or if you're busy. It doesn't even matter if you make mistakes along the way, you will.
We all do.
What matters is that you try and that you keep going. Keep taking those small steps. You have the power. You have the time, the same 24 hours as everyone else. Use it wisely.
Maybe make it a daily mantra. Say to yourself, today I will not waste time. Today I will grow.
I love that.
Because your future, the future you want, it's literally being built with the time you use today. So choose to make it count.
Choose to make it count. Make every minute matter.